Welcome back to another episode of Drivers4Drivers. I'm Ken Cox. Today we've got
Kenny Kuntz.
behind the scenes. We've got
Arnell.
and we are Drivers4Drivers. So on this episode, I thought we would do some house. I was gonna say house cleaning, but I don't have a vacuum, so we'll just do.
Have a vacuum?
Not with me.
You ride your broom?
Dun, 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 dun.
It was just Halloween.
It was just Halloween. Kenny, what were you for Halloween?
I was a 70s character.
A 70s character.
Yeah. Peace, love, rock and roll.
Peace, love, and apple juice.
Yeah.
I was Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho.
Imagine that.
So we want to go over a few things, like Thanksgiving's coming up, Christmas is coming up, some holidays and stuff like that. Have you out there got with your driver manager and let them know whether you're taking holidays off or if you are working? So get with them and let them know so that they can get you scheduled so it's not a rush at the last moment. And that way we can help service you guys out there and help service our contracts.
We do need some help, so if they prefer one over the other, that is great help for our team as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. And then I was also wondering, so I was sitting there with Art Gamero, and he was like, hey, Ken, you know, it'd be a great thing to ask on the podcast. I'm like, I don't know. Tell me. And he goes, what are some tips and tricks that drivers are doing out there that have helped save them money this year? This year's not been been the best in trucking, but we're all making it. We're all surviving. But what have you done out there to help save some of those pennies? Let us know here. Get on the drivers Facebook page. Let us know on there. Let's share these ideas with the other team members, and then we can, maybe make a list with it or something like that.
Well, that'd be great if they went on the Giltner Facebook deal, and so all the drivers could see it.
Absolutely. Yeah, remember, and if you're not a part of that and you'd like to be, just let me know. I can send you the link. I'm it's not a moderator. Is it moderator? Moderator on there, so if you answer the questions and I know who you are, I can be bop boop, and then you're in. So it's not a big deal.
Did you just be bop poop?
I be bop booped. Yeah.
Hopefully everyone's taking advantage of our fuel
Yes.
stops, because that's a major saver on that. A guy told me the other day he saved $1.20 off a gallon.
That blows my mind.
It's huge.
Yeah, so I think it's our recruiting that sends that out once a week, I believe, of all the fuel stations, all the Pilot Flying J fuel stations, and what their prices are for that week. So then you can plan your route accordingly and go, oh, fuel's going to be cheaper for me in this place opposed to this place. So maybe I'll put, fuel on here, go into this place, out of that place, and put fuel back on, and save you some dollars that way as well.
If you're not on that list, where can they get on that list?
Get a hold of recruiting, get a hold of me, get a hold of your DM.
Yeah, let's get you on that list.
Yeah, for sure. I'm on the list.
You're on the list?
Yeah, I don't drive. I kind of do. I dropped off a trunk or treat truck at Freightliner. That was pretty cool. I think we've got some pictures of that we can throw in there. There was a lot of festive, a lot of candy, a lot of festive little fellers running around. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Bringing up candy, how do you stay fit while you're being a truck driver?
How do you guys do that on the road? I'll tell you. I was dropping the truck off, and I look over, and this was over across the street from the Flying J here in Jerome or Twin Falls. And I see this feller, and it's not super warm out. I mean, it's a little chilly.
It's a little chilly.
But I see this feller outside in front of his truck, and he's doing jumping jacks. I was like, this guy's motivated. I look away and checking my mirrors, being safe. I look back up, and he's out there, and now he's just down there just ripping out push-ups. And I'm like, whoa, this dude's motivated. He's definitely closing those rings on his smartwatch, making sure that he's getting those calories busted out.
It is hard to stay fit.
Yeah, on the road and motivated.
And motivated.
Especially when it's negative 20 degrees outside.
Yeah, that's even more difficult.
That's new cold plunging. Frostbite comes to you.
That free will comes in, and the will to not be cold overdoes the will to be fit.
Yeah, it's gross. I know a good way to do that is throw chains. Just go out there and throw chains on and off. Just
Practice.
Just practice. Do that several hundred, 3 times. You'll be all right. Come back all jacked.
I wanted to say something really quick. When I want to get motivated, I go to this YouTube channel called Absolute Motivation, and they play like this coolest thing that gets you hyped. I'm like vacuum cleaning, and I am so, hyped. Like I am hyped. Yeah. So if you need some motivation, just check out this YouTube channel called Absolute Motivation. It'll get you hyped.
I'm going to have to try that.
I don't want a vacuum.
I don't either. That's why I brought my broom. Dun, 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 dun. You got a safety topic for us?
Yeah. Let's do maintaining a safe distance.
We're coming up into winter.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Does it make a difference in the winter?
I think so.
I think so, too.
Yeah, inclement weather. I mean, you gotta know the road. You got to know what's the weather that's going on there. If it's icy, if it's dry, that's all going to play a part. But as a rule, as a general rule, what is a good safe following distance?
6 seconds for 60 miles an hour is their base, I think.
Yeah.
And then for every 10 mile an hour, it's another second.
70, you're doing 7 seconds. See, I play it just a little bit safer. I'd probably go closer to 8 seconds at that 70. Because at 60 miles an hour, it takes you just under a football field to completely stop. So you need almost 100 yards.
So would these guys double that in the winter?
I would. I mean, if it's icy out there and I'm doing 5 miles an hour, I'm going to have all of Texas in front of me before I have another person.
Nothing worse than road spray.
Oh, yeah.
On your windshield. Oh, I hate that.
Yeah. I always thought it was like, because you're coming through Wyoming on I-80, and the night before this big winter storm comes through, and it's icy and it's wet, and you're going and you're starting off in the morning and everyone's slow. By mid-afternoon, that sun's been beaten down and they got all this water spray, and it hits your windshield and you're like flop, 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 flop with your windshield wipers, and then all of a sudden everything's dry, but you've got all this smeared crap all over your window.
Out of washer fluid.
What's the thing to do at that point?
It's terrible.
Yeah. Pull on over.
Or it snows really deep and then it gets really warm and people are passing you and slush blind you. Man, that's the worst.
Yeah, I remember doing that on four-wheelers. So you got to be cautious about that as you're going through, especially these main thoroughfares. I don't know my words. Thoroughfares, and you're going through it. That slush will completely cover these four-wheelers. So just kind of keep that in mind as you're passing them.
The reason for that, maintaining a safe distance, you don't know if a guy's going to blow a tire. You don't know if he's going to hit something in the road. It's not just them stopping in front of you. There's lots of things that can happen. So let's be safe out there.
Absolutely. Do you have any closing thoughts?
No, just check out that Absolute Motivation, and then you'll be hyped when you're driving.
Right on. Kenny, closing thoughts?
No. It's winter. It's coming on quick. Be prepared. Make sure we're doing them pre-trips. We don't got no radiator hoses leaking. Rocks haven't hit the front, because even chain links out there anymore. Mm-hmm. With snow hitting, people are going to be running chains and breaking links. So check them tires.
Follow us next episode when we talk about radiators, winter prep, and all the other things. Thanks for making a better move.
See ya.